And we meet again back in divine timing. And if you're new here, hey, hello, my name is Dulce, and this is Alchemy of Knowledge, and I'm here to give you your divine reading. So the first card that came through was self-love. You are starting to step into this embodiment of loving yourself as a whole, starting to accept all sides of yourself, even the contrast, even the ugly sides. And you're starting to see like the beauty within yourself. And rather than shaming yourself or, suppressing it, you're starting to see how beautiful it is to express it. I'm also seeing that there's still a part of you that's still waiting for an external savior, and that's just because it's still your ego. Like a part of your ego is still present, and you're starting to recognize that, this is still a little bit old world energy that is still clinging onto you, but you are already aware that you are detached from the drama from the old world. You are no longer entertaining it. You're no longer resonating with it. And that you're starting to recognize how you're dancing to the beat of your own drum. You used to follow through with other people's ideas, beliefs, rhythms. And now you have recognized how much more it is authentically you to dance to your own beat, to your own rhythm, than trying to catch up or slow down for somebody's rhythm in life. I'm seeing that you're also transmuting a lot of energy. And this can show up as you feeling a little bit sluggish, tired, exhausted, a lot of mental clutter. There's a lot going on. Divine's letting you know, as well as you're transmuting, that you are anchoring new relationship templates. So new relationships are going to start coming in for you because you are evolving into a different version, a whole different reality, a whole different timeline. And it's because you're purifying your own DNA. You're not allowing the old world or this old DNA to transpire into this next timeline, into this new reality that you're stepping into. Let me just put this up. Please, Spirit, how is good. Is there anything else that you would like them to know about this? Oop, there was a card. So a lot of you having to learn how to establish healthy foundations and structures in your day-to-day life. So I'm seeing routines being very significant here. You might have 6 house placements or Virgo placements. I'm seeing that the big emphasis right now, it's your health. And this is another aspect of yourself you're starting to recognize that this is part of self-love. This is part of nurturing myself. This is part of me pouring into my own cup by making sure that my health is in good standing, making sure that my mental health, my emotional health, my physical health is all in good standing. Because this also adds into your values, your sense of self-worth. It gets reflected outwardly by how you take care of yourself on the daily. What do you consume? What are you entertaining on your day-to-day basis? How are you building that nest? Because I am seeing birds being very significant here. And you might have a bird's nest close by. That could be another sign. Yes, because by you establishing this stuff, it's helping you build this stability and this dependability within your own self. So you're building self-trust within self. And with that being said, you will start recognizing how that is going to come into value in the long run, especially when it comes to your relationships, your friendships, even with your own family, or or even the structure that you're building long term. I'm seeing you're learning okay, I gotta get my finance correct, my mental, my emotional, even on your creative aspects, you have to have a healthy outlet to express yourself. And you're recognizing by you doing that for yourself, you're gonna be able to provide that space for people in your life, especially the people that are starting to step into your life. Because it's going to help you a lot with emotional fulfillment and making sure that you're first emotionally fulfilled and able to allow others to feel secure enough to let you know about their emotional needs. So that way there's no one-sided relationships in your life. And it's because you're recognizing how important it is to nurture yourself. It first starts within you. If you're not nurturing yourself or taking care of yourself, those are the kind of relationships that you're going to be attracted outside of you. You're neglecting a part of you. And I'm seeing like, all this was like first like starting off from home. Like all of this habits and routines that you've learned previously all came from your home life, from the way of your upbringing. And I'm seeing like you're recognizing that and you're transforming and transmuting that energy into this new reality of yours where it's more aligned within you, with who you are and what you're becoming as an individual. Because you follow like, your own family's like footsteps or routines and habits, and it was more having to do with their own rhythm, their own flow state. And it came to like a clash at times with you because you just couldn't understand or make you feel like drained or left behind, or like if something was wrong with you. And I'm starting to see that you're starting to recognize that and learning to like learn from that and learn how to communicate your needs and wants, especially when it comes to your family and home life. Especially, I'm seeing like heavy like on Mercurial energy, so you might have Virgo and Gemini placements. I'm also seeing Aquarius placements being very significant as well. And this is going to help you with thinking progressively into the future. You learning this, being aware of this stuff is going to help you move forward in life and think of like so many different ideas that are progressive, and it's going to help you like navigate your life and the world in an easier pace. Because Aquarius thinks ahead of time, into the future, things to make your life way more easier, way more simpler, rather than overcomplicated. And by you learning like, oh my God, this is what I need and require, you're going to find with different, you're going to figure out different systems that work for you best. Because you already have the structures and foundations set in place for yourself. What else, Spirit Team? And this is something that like the divine has been letting you know for quite some time intuitively. Like they've been nudging at you, giving you signs. And I could be seeing like in license plates mostly. And even with music, like, hey, this is what's going on. This is how you're feeling internally. This is what you're missing out. This is where you're at vibrationally. Readjust that vibrational scale. So that way you can be in better standing within your own self. Yes, and as you're learning this stuff for your own sake, you're learning how to be persistent and patient with yourself, with the process. And it's like you're learning how to love the process and also understand yourself more as an individual, to give yourself that space that, oh my God, I'm evolving. I'm no longer the same individual I was a few years ago or even a few months ago. Like, I have my own wants and needs, and this is how I like things to be done for me, for my own sake. And this is going to help you a lot with expanding and growing. It's going to grant a lot of freedom in your life. 808, as I'm saying, it's like a lot of transformations are going on because you're getting to learn how to learn from a higher perspective how all of this is all beneficial for you in the long run. Especially with that relationship you have within your own self. 822, as I'm saying, it's like you have to have a good relationship within you so that way you can have a good relationship with others. Especially when it comes to emotions and having proper boundaries and structures and routines. Because all of this has gone through a whole purge. You've been going through a lot of purging. You're getting rid of a lot of clothing, getting rid of like things that you used to be fond of. And you're also letting go of like old belief systems, mentalities, old ways of, doing things. It's like you're coming back to like this like bare structure of like, okay, this is the structure that I have built. Time to reconstruct it, move it around, switch it up, see what works best for me. And what needs to be pulled away because you're taking away the weeds. Because these weeds have been zapping you, have been taking power and energy away from you. And so then it's been leaving you, like self-sabotaging or holding you back from progressing and moving even more further into your life. And you're recognizing like, okay, I missed this step, I missed that step. This needed to be a little bit tweaked a little bit more. And it's showing you the bare truth of who you are as an individual and what you need to let go of. And you're also facing your fears when it comes to your structure and foundation. Like some of this stuff has been uncomfortable for you. It has not been very easy, especially being honest with yourself and like how you've been like falling short within you. It's not the easiest because it takes a lot of accountability and a lot of will to want to change it and to address it and make a difference in your life. And this is also going to impact when it comes to your creativity, your inner child, and even your confidence, because this all reflects in your inner confidence, because your inner confidence is built on like how persistent you are and how consistent you really are within your own self, and how willing are you to show up for yourself. The more you're able to show up for yourself, it's going to reflect in your confidence. And also, like, you're going to build that safety for your inner child to blossom and bloom. I'm seeing like you've been facing a lot of challenges in regards to this, like transition and change. But it's not something that you cannot overcome. It's just in the perspective that you're viewing it. Like, you might be seeing it like as a big mountain, but it's actually just a small thing that you can just easily fix and go on about your day. All of this is helping you lead into your destiny, your soul's purpose. It's helping you recognize, like, hey, like, you know, you got all these big blessings and big things coming your way, but you really got to address the small stuff before you get into the bigger stuff. Because there's a lot of drastic changes that are going to happen in the future. There's a lot of change going on. Especially when it comes to your like stability and the things you used to deem of value. Because Spirit wants you to start surrendering, stop forcing it, stop trying to control things, and just start letting go. Let go of this old version of yourself that is not serving you. Let go of this old version of you that was in survival because it had to be in survival. Let go of this individual that is still clinging on to comfort. Because that's really all it is. Like, you're clinging on to comfort because it feels safe. But what's keeping you safe is actually holding you back. Land 4-4 as I'm saying this. Like, let it fucking go. Heavy on Taurus placements here as well. I'm also seeing Sagittarius. You gotta let it go. And this is where you're seeing the challenge, because you're releasing stuff like from the past life. This is a past life karma that you're still holding on to because it feels comfortable. It's in your comfort zone. Especially when it comes to your relationships. Like, there's something reflected being in your relationships that is out of comfort. And this is where you're addressing like this past pain. Especially when it comes to the Divine Masculine and your inner healer. Because Chiron has to do with your inner healer within self. And by you addressing this pain and trauma, this baggage, when it came to your structures and foundations and sense of self-security within self, it's going to help you move forward. It seriously is going to help you catapult very easily. It's like I'm seeing like you're getting like a new vehicle or a new way of like navigating the world. Because you're finally addressing what used to cage you up. And actually, it was just a lot of fog. A lot of, belief systems. A lot of things that, were not even yours to begin with. And that's what Spirit's like letting you know, like by you addressing like the ghost in your mind, the shadows, the rose-colored glasses, it's going to help you progress. Because you're healing, you're addressing it, you're coming into terms like, oh my God, like this is how I've been holding myself back, bet. And it all had to do because you just need to nurture yourself and love on yourself. Be your own inner mother. Be the mama bear. Especially the mama bear that you needed as a child. The mama bear that, you needed to advocate for you, to let you know like how to communicate your emotional wants and needs, and also help you like, defend yourself. Because I'm getting the sensation you didn't get that. You didn't get someone to defend you and stick up for you as you wish to be. And now you're learning to, for your own sake and for your own self. And this is what Spirit's like showing you. This is all coming together into like this new timeline and this new reality that you're stepping into. Okay, let's see. Is there anything else? And then we got this. Your cup being filled. So please take care of yourself, love yourself, allow yourself to slowly integrate your new version of yourself into this new reality and allow your cup to be filled. Because Spirit knows that once you have your cup filled, you're able to spill some more into everybody else's cups. Because you're no longer being worried about making sure everybody else's cup is full, because your cup is plentiful full. And this is like the ancestral knowledge that they're trying to teach you. because your ancestors have been repeating this cycle and they want you to break out of it. I'm seeing like heavily on a divine mother figure or a mother ancestor that has been doing this, self-sacrificing her wants and needs and desires for the sake of everybody else. And this also came at a cost of her health. And that's what Spirit's like trying to show you through a different like window. There needs to be a balance with the logic and the spiritual. Because I feel like right now you're like at a distance. This could be with someone or within your own self, but you're getting to see your lower self and your higher self. So that way you are better recognizing like, oh, okay, so this is where I used to be at, and this is where I'm ascending to be. Accepting to learn where you're at right now is really going to help you move forward into the next phase in your life. And this is where you gain a lot of power, a lot of knowledge, and a lot of truth within self. Other than that, if this reading resonates, if it doesn't, leave it out the window. Do not force it. And I'll meet you back in divine timing. And again, I do provide personal readings. Check out my Etsy store, and I'll see you back. Bye.